There we go, it's working.
Super.
Haha. There we go, Kev, we're live streaming straight from the Diddy cam.
Super. Right, get chatting to people, hi mate. Cool.
See how cool is this? Walk round to the car. See, we're live from the Diddy cam. So we can see inside the car. How cool is that? Because we're in part 2 of fitting the EBC brakes. Hopefully, all going well, we'll get these brakes on. Go from these little things to the big ones. But you get me controlling the camera instead this time. So we've got the car up. Hopefully we'll get things going soon. But I can show you if I can get the car properly now. Inside of the car, engine bits. We've got the wheel on kind of temporarily. Look how cool that is. It's got poppies on it. So yeah, you've got me on camera mode now. Another sticker, I think we need to get rid of that. So yeah, I'm just waiting for... Hi eyes! Thank you very much for the raid. We're on the race car today. Something unusual for me. But yeah, you have to let me know how sounds are and whatnot, because I've absolutely no idea, because we're on Diddy cam. So yeah, we're doing brakes today. So let me share with you all, because I'm Diddy cam, I can walk you around this time. But we've been sponsored, the car's been sponsored by EBC Brakes, so we've got these big bad boys, which is EBC racing brakes, the calipers, and the big bad race pads. Hopefully I don't break these. The Royal Wee, yes, for the Royal Wee Kirk. So yeah, we're fitting them onto here, onto the other side now. So we're going for these little Diddy things to the big bad boy things. But we're waiting for Kev. So while we're waiting for Kev to start working again, I thought I'd show you around the car and the engine bits, because I don't know what's going on with the engine. I know I broke it a couple of times, but yeah, the inside of the car. Look at that! How cool is that? A gear stick with poppies inside it. It's super cool. So yeah, the race car that will be in Racing Remembrance, with me driving it. For some bizarre reason, they trusted me to drive it. How is everyone? How was your stream, eyes? Because I haven't been able to watch it. We've already done one side of brakes. Now we're going to do the other, but we're just trying to solve a problem of Well, there is that. You're supposed to slow down. It was painful road crap and me getting a divorce. Yes, the problem is, right, I drive like a lunatic. So, I need brakes that will actually brake. And all the brakes we've had so far are kind of destroyed. So, EBC have come forward and actually sponsored the car to go racing. Sponsored the car for brakes, pads, discs, you name it. So we are, hopefully I won't break these, because the last set we got, I literally in one day they were down to metal. So EBC have come forward and they've given us big brake pads, so we're doing that. But we've got an issue with the wheels. With the big brake system, the wheels don't quite fit on anymore. So Kev's on the phone at the moment trying to solve that one, and he's left me here in charge of you lot. So if you've got want to see any part of the car, I'll show you parts of the car, because we're on the mobile camera. Going from little brakes to big brakes. Then we've got, I can't see what's going on. There we go. I can see you now. So I'm currently sat on one of the wheels, because why stand up? But the new additions to the car is, I get up again. It's the spoiler part. We've got a wing thingy on the bottom of it now. Engine parts. Don't ask me what does what, because I've actually no idea. The brakey fluidy system, pump the brakes. But yeah, you can just about see in there EBC brakes, if I get close enough. There you go. So they're in, but not quite working. Then we've got, see, at the moment it's got 2 seats, because when we take passengers in. Wonder if we can get those yellow belts changed to pink ones. We're yet to see on that one. Steering wheel, gaugey bits, pedals down there somewhere. I'm not very good at this malarkey. Hold on, bear with me. Pedally bits, geary changey thing. See, all technical this is.
Sorry, music hasn't added support for that with Siri.
Now my phone's doing silly things. But yeah, the race car. Oh, we could get pink rims. What do you reckon, Jamie? We'll go for pink rims. Think we'll get away with that? Yeah. Rain light, because that's important. Rain light. QR code, which if you do exclamation donate, all the details will come up. But yeah, it is some cool ass car. We'll try and get underneath. Got some axle stands. There we go. Not much interesting down there. Pink wheel nuts. Ooh, now that's an idea, Jamie. We'll put the request in, shall we? Instead of those gold things. We could go for pink. We could try that one. So yeah, that is your wish car. I'll turn you around. What? There you go, you can have my lovely face again. Because I'm doing the whole... This is a race car. We're racing this in November. You want to help out? Exclamation donate. Come and help us out. If not, come and watch. But hopefully by the 7th, when we're back testing the car and the brakes, we'll have it running all day live on YouTube, providing all goes well. But yeah, you can't beat that, can you? How cool is that? You've got a little wing on the top. Look, it's got a wing on the top to give us downforce. Apparently. I just drive it. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad with this camera, Marky. But yeah, then we've got all. So I can show you properly now, but if as a SAOG community we raise the £1,000, we're £260 short to raising the £1,000. This patch here will be where the SAOG logo goes on there. Then we'll come around here where it says here support my ROR. The SAOG logo will go on that window there, and on this other panel here. So the SAOG logo will be prominent. If we can get up the £260 that we are short. Obviously we've got the Royal Navy thing, because Kev Royal Navy and Royal Marines. Suicide to Success. So Kev's story there. And we've got some of the sponsors already. Cobra, OMP, got Vera Tools. But our biggest sponsor is the EBC Brakes. And anyone that came in with Isa's thing, these are the bad boys that are going on. Full EBC race discs, the EBC race calipers. So I'm getting all technical now, I'm not very good at the technical side. The EBC racing brakes, the caliper. Then these are the pads that go on. So these are the pads that have come off. And they're the pads that are going on. I think that may stop us, because that's the dish that's come off the first one. Try and get them side by side, then you'll be able to see the difference, because there's a huge difference. Old and new. Huge difference in size. So yeah,
No.
it's all good.
Right, parts are ordered.
Look, the mechanics decided to come back and join us.
Hey.
Right, let's take yours over there and let him. We can watch him, supervise him now with a better angle, because we can move you around this time. Then you can watch the mechanic actually doing his job.
She says doing my job, winging it in the finest sense.
We're not. We're winging it. See, this is first hand brake changing at its best until the hammer comes out.
No hammer required on this.
So Kev, explain what all about EBC for me while you're doing that.
So EBC are a brake manufacturer. They've been in business a lot of years. I couldn't exactly tell you the date, but needless to say, they are huge in sort of performance upgrades for road cars, and they're absolutely huge business when it comes down to racing. A lot of professional race teams use EBC racing brakes. Their upgrade kits are everything from going from your standard flat discs that you see on your road car, which provide an element of friction, but gone are the days of the highway code. So the highway code has braking distances set from around the 1960s, which, as we all know, things have progressed since then, and with that has come better braking performance. So when you're driving down the road and you're following a Ferrari and you're up his back end at 90 mile an hour on the motorway, just have a little thought, that guy can stop in probably half the distance you can. And the reason behind that is because they uprate stuff like this. So this is a slight upgrade to standard brakes. So these are grooved and drilled, and what that does is when you hit the brakes, gas is generated from the breakdown of the pads, and that gas then will start pushing the brake pads off, which is where you get brake fade from. When you brake heavily and the brakes are too hot, you get brake fade. So what the grooves and dimples or drills do is lets that gas escape, so it stops the pads pushing off. You get better braking, less brake fade, which is a good thing. When you upgrade to something like the EBC set, not only is it a bigger set, so you can see inside this caliper. This is a standard caliper, and you can see in there that's a single piston. And from that single piston, when you put your foot on the brake, what it does is it pushes fluid down the pipe into the pot and pushes that caliper against the back pad, which then pulls this side so you get equal braking. All well and good, that's a single pressure point that applies the brakes. In the EBC racing set, we are talking 4 of those pots, so not only more pressure, power, but an even braking across the plate, which is exactly what we're after. A lot more pressure, a lot more equal braking, which certainly from Linda's point of view when she's in the car, it means she can play around a lot more with how she enters the corner, where she enters it, the angle she enters it at, and whether to trail brake in a corner, whether she can have the confidence to brake, you know, up to 50-60 meters later than something else. And I would argue that uprating to these EBC brakes, what that will achieve, well, I already know that the pads are designed for an Aston Martin Vantage, so take the power and the speed of an Aston Martin Vantage and the weight that is significantly more than this car, and put them brakes onto this. The stopping's going to be incredible, absolutely incredible.
There you go. If you have any questions, ask away, because Kev has all the technical answers. I have the simple answers.
I try. Some that I can't answer, I will find out the answer and get back to you on.
I wonder how many lockups you'll have to start with. Jamie, probably quite a few until I get used to the brakes.
Yep, probably. Having said that, we're not actually disabling the ABS system yet.
No worry, guys, I will catch you later on. We'll have fun. Well, I'll supervise Kevin, do camera duty, because we can move you around this instead of having you on the laptop. We can move you around. My awesome camera skills. Easy as that. But then we've got hose pipes to go on as well.
Yep, we have.
We've got braided hoses to let more brake fluid come through rather than do with pressures and whatnot. Technical stuff. There you go.
Braided hose lines.
There we go. So they're going to replace those yellow things in there.
Which these are actually braided lines anyway, but these are from a company I won't mention, but we're switching across to EBC because they're just better.
I really like EBC brakes. The modulation and feel is far better, which should actually reduce lockups.
It should, especially because of the contact patch. It should reduce lockups, but again it depends on what pads you're using, the types of compound, so there's a lot of factors. So we're going out on RPX, EBC RPX pads to start with, which we know from last year, from the Cara crew chief last year, are extremely bitey, but if they don't, if they don't meet what the drivers want, then those conversations can be had with EBC, and we might just swap that across and go on to a lower compound pad, maybe an RP1, or worst case scenario we can go all the way the other way and drop to things like blue stuff, which are just your fast performance road pads. There is a multitude of different ways to get these done.
Less expansion so you can put more pressure in them, and they will be nice.
curvy.
I'm actually looking forward to testing these brakes out. Having sat, well, not quite sat here, but I'm sat down now, watching these brakes go on and where they come from and whatnot. It should be interesting getting out to test these. So yeah, I will take you round to the other side and I'll show you the brakes that have already gone on.
The wheels on that side, you might want to take the wheel gun and take the two nuts off.
Take the two nuts off. Are they hand tightened or are they?
No, they're slightly uggered by a couple of clicks.
It's slightly uggered. Well, you might have to do that. I've got no hands left.
Hang on a second.
We're going to show you the brakes that we've already put on this morning, but they're uggered on. So Kev's going to take that off in a minute. Hey, be afraid. So yeah, my technical word, uggered on. I don't know where
That's
the
a professional term. Ugger.
See, we're going to ugger them. So that there is the brake kit we did this morning. So that's the EBC brake caliper and the disc itself. So the issue we've got at the moment is these things. So we need spacers for them. At the moment there's two on there, which isn't exactly safe. So we're going to have to try and get a 30mm spacer to go on there and get some more longer nutty things, these things, to be able to fit the wheel on properly. Because at the moment with the one spacer we have, we'll just put that one on there, the wheel itself hits this bit here. So we need two spacers, but we can't legally run two spacers like that racing because rubbing friction will cause multiple failures. So Kev's ordered some new parts for that so we can fit the wheel on properly. But we'll go back round to Kev. He's got the best tool out, which is called a hammer.
What we're trying to do is create some clearance.
So you'll put the bracket on. See, me and my technical jargon of brakes. So that's the bracket that's going to hold the caliper on. So if I zoom in there, that's the new bracket. I'll get in Kev's way.
Yeah, that's all right.
The new hoses in, the old caliper in there. Look. So you proper race car building with what you used today, instead of my usual behind the wheel saying I need more go-go juice.
Not true.
So yeah.
So yeah, if anyone works for the government that's listening at the minute, sort the fuel prices out because it's not funny anymore.
We're not racing it in any series at the moment. The car is still in the building stage.
Build and test. Series might come next year.
Go on, Kev, while you're doing that, explain why you built this car and the story behind it.
So the reason we built this car, weirdly people will look at this and think, is this guy mad? This is actually my peace and tranquility. So I'm ex-serving military, was discharged from the service with complex PTSD, anxiety, depression. Tried to commit suicide twice, one successful and revived, and found my peace behind the wheel, out on a track, and building and maintaining sort of motorsport vehicles. Came through a charity that's helped a lot, and decided the next stage in my recovery wasn't to do what any other beneficiary's done. Most beneficiaries go through that pathway, drive at race of remembrance. I didn't want to go down that path. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to drive at ROR, and it'll happen one day. But no, I have a technical and engineering mind. I worked with the Chariot for quite a while in their workshop, learned a lot about sort of race cars, builds of race cars, and what it all means, and decided to build my own race car for Race of Remembrance, 12-hour endurance race in Anglesey in November. So very cold, very wet, and crew it.
I can attest to that. It's very cold and very wet.
Yep. And crew it with like-minded wounded in service veterans that need an outlet, a sense of purpose. A lot of military people lose their sense of purpose when they come into the civilian world, and that's from a multitude of things. Everything from civilian world just isn't like the military. I actually watched the video this morning. It was quite interesting. So imagine walking into your workplace and calling someone a melt. You'd be in front of HR and probably out of a job fairly quick. In the military, that's acceptable. You know, it's a normal thing, and we get on with it because we all know what each other's on about, and none of it's offensive. So yeah, civilian life is very tough when it comes to that sort of thing. So we have to learn to sort of deal with that, adapt, overcome, and get it right. So yeah, I built this as part of my own recovery pathway to help me get better, to achieve something off the back of last year as a crew chief. So a crew chief is basically in charge of all the mechanics in the crew to ensure the maintenance and running of the car. But building this and getting to Race of Remembrance isn't just, you know, a crew chief type job. I'm essentially the owner of Suicide to Success Racing. So with that comes even bigger challenges, not only the build of the car, the maintenance of the car, the safety, the team, but getting that team together, building it with wounded in service veterans that this is going to change their life to be involved in something like this. You know, the fundraising side of it, the getting sponsorship on, it's all a huge challenge that is way above anything I've ever done before. So to fight that with a complex PTSD and push further than I've ever done before is a serious challenge. Having Linda as a driver, she's done a couple of Race of Remembrances before, so I know she can do it. But again, trust me guys, those that haven't been there, I always say those that know, those that don't ask. It's an incredible weekend. The atmosphere is undescribable, there's no words behind it. But trust me, behind the smiling Linda that you normally see on the streams, the angry Linda you see behind the wheel.
Me angry? No.
Trust me, that's not always the face you see, and that's not always the face you see from me either. We have our dark hours, our dark days. And Race of Remembrance is an absolute roller coaster of emotion, but it's achieved by camaraderie, teamwork, a platform that I really can't explain. You know, if you can get to ROR this year, if you can get, you know, more sponsorship in, get involved with the car, please do, because it will be a weekend that you will do once, and I guarantee you will be back for more, because you will thirst for more of Race of Remembrance. It's incredible. Right, let's get this built.
Hi Mr. H, how you doing? So yeah, you're getting to see the other side of things we do today. We're putting nice brakes on for me to test on the 7th of May and hopefully not break.
Yeah, and be under no illusion, motorsport engineering is not like normal take your car into quick fit. There's so many factors to it that are never explained or understood. I still don't fully understand them all yet.
Hi Von Barbecue, how you going? Hi Mr. H, hey everybody. We're outdoors today. For some bizarre reason, we're outdoors. Because Kev wanted brakes doing. So you got lovely me on camera duty at the moment. Helping Kev doing brakes. And yes, I'm sat on a wheel. So yeah, if anyone wasn't here this morning, so the donations page that we're all running at the moment to get the SAOG sponsor on here, we're £260 short, but the SAOG logo is going to go right there on that bit, then bring you around here and it's going to be right on that back window where it says donate to my RR. That's where the SAOG logos will be, and on that bit there, and it will look epic if we can get that on there. I need to try and keep this camera straight. I'm not very good at keeping this camera straight, but hey, it's all new. So yeah, that's the race car that I'll be racing in November. We'll give you a quick look inside if we can. But look how cool that is. It's a gear stick with poppies in there. How cool is that?
Not just the gear stick, that's got poppies on that.
Yeah, poppies on it. But the only thing missing at the moment is my booster seat, because I can't see, I'm too small. I have a little booster seat that sits in there to make me taller, so I can see over the steering wheel. So yeah, the EBC brakes got on, they're huge. So yeah, that's what we've been up to this morning. This is our part 2 of the stream. The first stream we did this morning was fitting one side. We're now fitting the other side. Then I get to, once that's done, we'll go home, and later on you'll see me back on my rig, not outdoors. They don't do outdoors very often. Unless it's to do with cars.
You say that, you spent all weekend outdoors at Croft.
Oh yeah, but that involved cars.
Well, this is true. This is true. So I need...
So yeah, which is the car?
That's good, the extended pins are out already, been dispatched.
Cool.
So that's good.
So yeah, anyone that lives near Gainsborough, where is it?
Lincolnshire.
Lincolnshire. We're at Blighton Park on the 7th. The car's I'll be out testing the car.
Come by, say hello.
Come by,
Have
say
coffee.
hello if you're around. If you're anywhere near Gainsborough at Blighton Park.
If not, and you just fancy a drive out and spend the day, crack on.
Yeah, we'll be there. The car will be there. I'll be trying not to. We'll be testing these awesome brakes out and see what else I can brake in the car.
Yep, 7th of May.
Yep, 7th of May.